guess it really doesn't matter because no, like I'm saying, if it was closer at some point, I would.
Oh, did someone come up here? Yeah, right.
He was like expecting that from like, and she just was like, didn't say anything.
Hey, you're on.
I'm not.
5:40 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 8-5, BYU leads. We are back live after a few technical difficulties here at ASU's West Campus. ASU with the ball. BYU just scored 2 unanswered goals in a span of about 7 minutes.
There's a flag in the middle of the field.
There's a flag down on the field. You are right. Carrasco with it, swings it to Parietti. Parietti drives, takes his shot.
Another penalty chance here for ASU, I think.
Good save the Raimoon. It looks like ASU will have another man-up opportunity.
Interference call. I believe that's number 16 walking off.
16 looks like Braden Schoonmaker.
15. It's hard to tell. He's across the field from us. Man-up advantage here.
Okay, man-up advantage here for ASU. Something they took advantage last time they had the opportunity. And we'll resume play. Carrasco with it over to Parietti. Parietti swings to the right side of the field behind the nets. Martins. Rogers with it now. Carrasco up top. ASU swinging the ball around. Back up to Parietti. Carrasco with it. Carrasco takes his shot. Great save there by Moon. That was a snipe. Moon on the ground. And ASU has another chance of possession here again. Down 3 goals, just over 5 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter.
ASU's immediately bringing it back in. They really want to get something started now.
Parietti with it. He takes a shot, and that's good. Great job there by Ben Parietti to put that one in. Snuck it right past Mason Moon, who's had a great game so far.
Yeah, that was quite the long shot there. But it allows ASU to, they cashed in on the man-up advantage. They still have 5 minutes to score 2 goals to tie, 3 obviously if they want to avoid overtime.
Very true. So now it's 6-8 in favor of BYU. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. We wait the face-off here. ASU trying to put together a run here, and BYU trying to hold them off. It looks like ASU has the face-off. Throw back to Johnny Perliti. Goalie has it now.
ASU really playing with some quick action there.
Yeah,
they
they
immediately wanted to feed that one back through.
Yeah, and we've talked about this quite a few times during the game, but it was just such an odd thing, the desperation play that ASU had to score those 3 goals in the final minute. And BYU
really tough turnover.
Answers right back. You nailed it. Very tough turnover. It's Max Ash with the goal there. It was a tough turnover. ASU was down a couple men there.
Zach Mathian was fine for a long time, ended up not being able to maintain possession of that one.
It's a tough goal to give up there. Max Ash with it, so now it'll be 9-6 when they fix the scoreboard here. It'll give you the time, just under 5 minutes remaining. Scoreboard reads 52-2 now.
I mean, fans might be happy it is 52-2 in favor of ASU.
In favor of the home team.
Very different than the actual results.
This happens a couple times here every game.
Given our experience with our own difficulties, I sort of wonder, what happens so that the clock says 52-2, which is in
and
the
it's
time,
the time,
and
right?
then 52-2 also in the score, so they're like the same side. Like, what causes that?
Things that make you say,
Yeah. Was it the thinker pondered that? Or
The thinker pondered that.
Whatever the guy is that has his fist under his
the
chin.
thinker, yeah.
Whatever it's called.
I think it's from
something
Night
like
at the Museum.
that. Yeah, well, he's not from that.
No, well,
He's from something
you know,
else,
he's
but
from Greek,
there's a
ancient
there's a
Greek
reference to
history.
that. Anyway, back to the lacrosse game.
Scoreboard is still trying to get fixed here. It looks like there will be 4:50 remaining in the game if what they have on the board stands.
I think it's less than that, honestly.
I agree.
I think they're resetting because now it says 6-9. There we go. It still says first quarter.
6-9. Yeah,
So we have the score correct. The score is in fact 6-9. If you're confused.
fourth quarter, and it looks like the time will stay at 4:50 unless the refs. Looks like Todd McRobbie's saying something over there. Both coaches meeting up at the table, discussing with the officials. So,
ASU's been really trying to break through in the last couple minutes, and they look like they had it there. They had those 2 goals coming right at the gate with the man advantage.
Yeah.
Traded them right back, though, and now trading 1-for-1 again, and they can't do that. They're down. You know,
Yeah.
the trading goals thing works fine if you're tied, because then you know overtime's on the table. But right now, ASU can't afford to
Exactly.
trade because they need to get 3 to stay alive.
ASU with face-off now. Good job by Driscoll there to get it.
Fans really wanted a trip on that one. When
Driscoll had it, lost it. BYU will take it the other way with a 3-goal lead with just under 5 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. Number 4, Max Nesser with it now. Back up top to Chase Miller. Tanner Johnson with it. He has a goal this game.
I think BYU is really, really thinking about just trying to put the Sun Devils away with that one.
Yeah. Michael Perry with it. Swings it back up to the left side. Labrum with it. All the way over to Connor Bernal. He swings back to Tanner Johnson. Behind the net. BYU swinging it around circular motion here. Labrum with it. Over to Bernal.
Now BYU's going back to that burn clock strategy.
Yep.
They employed at the start of both halves and throughout the game. They've been doing a really good job at that. Looks like they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, it looks like BYU will take a timeout here. Just under 4 minutes remaining. 3:50 left in the game. 9-6. BYU leads the Arizona State Sun Devils. Oh, yeah. I'd like to take a second again to remind you that the ASU Online Men's Lacrosse Store closes tomorrow, March 5th. Again, that's tomorrow, March 5th. Cannot stress that deadline enough. Go to asulacrosse.itemorder.com to get your shirts, hats, all kinds of goodies. Again, asulacrosse.itemorder.com closes March 5th tomorrow. Open up a new tab and go do it.
People have the shirts here and the hats and other stuff like that. They're all pretty cool stuff.
Exactly.
I think, they got there.
Yeah.
You see them a lot in the stands to our left, where sort of the ASU fan section is, I guess we'll call it. They've got some good stuff in the store. Go check it out tomorrow, March 5th.
asulacrosse.itemorder.com.
And now the teams return to the field.
Yep.
BYU just looking for the slow.
Yeah, the kind of chew
slow
clock mentality.
dragging.
We saw that third quarter go by rather quickly, and this quarter's been a little bit longer.
Yeah, they've also had more stoppages because a lot more goals have been
that's
scored.
true. That is true.
There was 1 goal scored, I think, in that quarter.
Yep. BYU with it now up on the left sideline. Back up top, it's number 25, Harry Woodopes with it. He has a hat trick. It's number 7, Andrew Bertha with it, running back and forth up top.
Making a couple subs, it looks like.
Swings it deep. It's number 19, Michael Perry, excuse me.
Those subs, BYU's done a good job trying to force guys out. ASU's been extending out for them, and we've seen that be the problem, is that ASU is so far extended that they can't rebound.
Right.
So, BYU, I think, is just thinking just a little bit ahead of ASU throughout this game. That's one of the reasons they've got 3-goal lead as we pass the 3-minute mark remaining in regulation.
BYU's just been running around with it for the majority of this possession here. Looks like ASU may have it. My view is a little hindered here. And BYU will retain possession. Looked like Connor Bernal was the closest one to that. Great catch there by number 25, Harry Woodoops. And it looked like Johnny Perliti just saved it right out. It was a one-on-one opportunity there for the BYU Cougars, and Perliti came out on top there. So ASU with the chance now to cut it to 2 goals. Excuse me, BYU has it now. Michael Perry with it.
That was quite the interception.
That
there.
was, yeah. Snagged it from him.
Looks like a timeout, but it looked like number 53 got a flag out and then decided not to throw it
exactly
when that whistle went off. And now the scoreboard reads 52-2 again. But interesting decision there by the ref to actually hold that one at the end. It looks like now they're in conversation about something. He's talking.
Yeah, and the fans here are a little, BYU fans especially, are in dismay over it.
Like I said, fans get very, very edgy about this game.
No, they
do.
And
it's interesting because just being the fact that they do play in a field in an open place,
right.
like it's a very interesting environment because you can hear everything.
Right.
It's not like a stadium where there's loud like background music playing as they like come up the field or something like. There's none of that. You really hear everything, and you hear how the teams communicate, how the refs communicate, how the fans communicate.
Yeah.
Makes for quite an interesting
It
environment.
does. No, it does. It is. Lacrosse definitely has a different feel to it than most sports do. Especially with the aggressive nature of the players, not too much padding. I know this is my first season covering lacrosse, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, so. I believe the scoreboard should read 9-6. There we go. They fixed it. 9-6. BYU leads ASU. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. See if we can avoid one of those clock malfunctions here for the rest of the game.
It seems to only happen when they stop. So just don't.
And it looks like ASU called another timeout. While we're here, I'd like to remind you one more time. Go to the online store for ASU Club Lacrosse that closes tomorrow, March 5th. ASUlacrosse.itemorder.com. That's ASUlacrosse.itemorder.com. Store closes tomorrow, so I am stressing this. Go do it right now. Open up a new tab and just get that taken care of.
This game's far from over, but looking ahead at the schedule for ASU Lacrosse, on Monday, they have a Monday night game against Virginia Tech that'll be here on the ASU West Campus, and we will, of course, have different play-by-play and color commentators for that game, but full coverage all on CronkiteSports.com. You can check out the weekend preview already, and we'll have a recap as well.
Yep.
And then a road trip, and that's where things get interesting. They're at Utah Valley, Utah, and UNLV. Over the course of the next 5 days, on the 8th, 10th, and 12th, they have 5 games in 9 days. It's going to be quite a grind week. Then they have a little bit of time off before they head over to San Diego State, and then they will be in town against Grand Canyon.
That'll
as
be a
SLC
good game.
Play begins. Yeah, that'll be quite the
That'll
game.
be a great game.
Rival Arizona comes up from down south before the SLC championships begin. First, we got to get through the next 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Very true. Very true. ASU trails by 3, as you said. Coming up on just 2 minutes remaining here as BYU is just looking to chew the rest of this clock out. It's Tanner Johnson on the right side of the field with it now. He scoops up the ground ball. Back up to Andrew Bertha, back to Johnson. Johnson on the right side takes a shove, kind of throws the ball up
ASU
there.
really needs to force a turnover here.
Yeah. Winston Farley with it. He falls down. It's Bernal with it now on the other side.
They tried.
Yeah. Johnson with it.
With 2 people slipping.
Farley with it. Bertha with it. Swings over to Johnson. Back to Bertha. Looked like Labram had a shot at it there. Bertha swings it to Johnson. Ground ball here. ASU picked it up. Good job there by number 12, Cole Campbell, to get that ground ball. Kendall Griffin had it and lost it for the Sun Devils, and it's Farley with it now for BYU.
And a really unfortunate turnover there. That was really their window to start a run, and it looks like
time is running out on
some magic
ASU.
stuff to happen.
1 minute remaining here. 9-6 in this fourth quarter. Johnson with it now up top for BYU. It's to Bernal. Bernal takes his shot, deflected by a Sun Devil. ASU has it here. Long shot downfield. Mason Moon has it again for BYU. 45 seconds remaining. 9-6 BYU leads. Bernal carries it up across the field.
He was looking for Bradway on that one,
Yeah.
I think, but he threw it overthrew it just a little bit, and Moon got it, but still.
Here we go. Perliti with it. ASU with the chance here. Marthin's had a good shot on goal, just bounced out. Looks like ASU will have a man-up opportunity here.
Yeah, interference on Boston Hanley there called by the official on the far side. 30 seconds left, so he'll be out for the rest of the game. There'll be a man down unless ASU scores a goal. But ASU needs 3 of them in very quick
ASU
succession.
needs 3 goals in 30 seconds
Solid
to tie the
30
game.
seconds on the clock. They need 3 to tie. And that was an unfortunate end of that possession, too, because it was really well orchestrated. They got some good motion going.
Yeah.
And just a little
Marthin's
bit of
had
a
a
low,
great shot
a little
on
bit
goal.
of a low pass just bounced off the point where the handle and the head of the stick connect, and it ends up going away.
Yep. Rogers swings it to the right side. As Carrasco looked like he was going to take a shot, got the ball knocked out. Rogers comes up top now. Ground ball here.
And this ground
Rogers
ball
looked like he
burned.
got it. Head coach Todd McGrawby calls a timeout with 19 seconds remaining. It's 9-6. BYU leads ASU. For these final 9 seconds, I'd like to remind you one more time in this broadcast to go to the online store for the ASU lacrosse team. It's asulacrosse.itemorder.com. The store closes tomorrow, March 5th. That's asulacrosse.itemorder.com. That is your final reminder, so don't blow it.
That one got some chuckles from our
Very
podcast.
adamant about my ASU lacrosse store.
Yeah, our crew's having a good time with that one. We'd like to thank all of our crew also for coming in, showing up, helping us out, put this broadcast together.
Cameras.
And our director, Blaine McCormick, for dealing with
He's
7
a
different things at once with somebody standing running a camera.
Man of many
Three.
talents. He gets a round of applause from behind us. Spencer Hardenberg with the recap. We'll be online later.
Yes, and then again on Monday, 1:30, I believe is.
Yeah. Also like to thank our sideline reporter, Austin Burnett, who was on earlier. All right, play is underway. There is now, the clock has not moved. I believe their time should have actually expired at this point, folks, but we will play. Oh, and Carrasco took a hit as he took that shot. I believe the clock, yeah, I feel like the clock.
Went down to 17.
I would not be surprised if the refs.
You just heard the coach of BYU yell, that wasn't 2 seconds of game time.
Yeah.
He was adamant about that.
And also, I think the clock was set at the wrong time, if I'm not mistaken. And another clock malfunction here.
I think that's a reset. Like, that's something like intentional they do to reset it fresh or something. Cause
The thing is, it just takes so long.
Fan to the right just yelled, "You're fired." I assume in the direction of the clock management people.
And that reads there's 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah,
Down to
BYU
12
head
seconds
coach
now.
Matt Schneck was very aware of the fact that the clock was not moving. You could hear him yelling very clearly from all the way on the other side of the field from where we are, saying that wasn't 2 seconds of time. Clock sits at 12 right now. Everything looks back in technical order. Not sure if they're going to stick to that time, but they
It's Rhett
will.
Rogers now. Swings it up top to
seconds tick
Carrasco. It was number 23, Bradway, with the shot. 5 seconds remaining here in this fourth quarter.
That'll do it.
Looks like ASU will fall 9-6 here unless they score a goal right here. Nope, that will be final 9-6. BYU defeats ASU here at ASU's West Campus. It was truly an offensive showing for BYU, as well as great goalkeeping from Mason Moon, their goalie. Overall, you know.
Yeah, Mason Moon, interesting about him is he's also a freshman. And for ASU, Johnny Perlides, a freshman, was a big part of their story last year. And you've seen him evolve. You've seen the confidence they have in him. Mason Moon doing the exact same thing, earning time as a freshman, had some great saves. They were trying to play him low, and he made the stops that they needed to make. And for ASU, now 2-4, not the season they want, but they still got a lot of time left to prove something. They're still among the top 20 teams. Before this loss, so they still got a lot of season ahead of them. They just need to make some corrections. They really need to get the first halves started hot. We've seen them win when they do that. We've seen them lose when they don't.
Yep. Very well said. They come out a little more aggressive, perhaps. Again, they will be back here at ASU's West Campus against Virginia Tech on Monday. We will be here once again on the YouTube live stream at 7 p.m. For Harley, you're out, and Troy Tauscher, this has been the play-by-play and color commentary for WCSN's coverage post-game show is coming right up.
ASU falls down to BYU 9-6 tonight, and we are also joined by Austin Burnett, sideline reporter. What are your thoughts overall with the hustle for ASU tonight?
Well, overall, I saw ASU. They almost out-hustled BYU, but I guess hustle only goes so far. If you don't have the goals to put up for your hustle, that's not going to control the game.
Exactly. And Devin, what do you think? Do you think they changed from the first half, or was the second half better for ASU?
The second half was a roller coaster ride. Third quarter, ASU 4 shots, ASU 5 shots, BYU 4 shots. Then you come out into the fourth and final quarter, and both teams were shooting the ball as much as they possibly could. ASU, they came out hot, back-to-back goals. It looked like they were going to have something for the Cougars, but the Cougars just in time were able to catch up and stop the Sun Devils before it was too late, as that one got a little bit too close for them, I think, towards the end.
And finally, Ethan, ASU takes on Virginia Tech on Monday at 1:30. What do you think they are going to take into the loss against BYU into Virginia Tech on Monday?
Well, I think the Sun Devils just need to regroup. They got off to a slow start, obviously, in this game. It's going to have to be a lot more powerful, a lot more energetic going into that game on Monday. Virginia Tech has an explosive offense, averaging over 12 goals a game this season. So Sun Devils going to have to be ready defensively, and they're going to have to get their offense rolling right away.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight. ASU loses to BYU 9-6, and they will take on Virginia Tech on Monday at 1:30. Thank you.